Hi everyone. Thank you for all your comments of encouragement after I posted about the new journey that I'll be embarking on with the Studio Press. I think I posted a day or maybe two ago, and some of you have some questions about it. If you click on at the Studio Press on my Instagram page, you will learn all about what Tina and Ashley Ann have been doing. They basically help other writers to self-publish their books. Um, and anyway, go follow them and you'll get a more in-depth idea of the kind of wonderful human beings they are. And I came across them and was sort of secretly following them on the background a while ago and had started writing a book. And some of you who've known me from way back know that I'm a writer and have been published in columns and in newspaper articles many years ago. And I still write, but mostly for myself. And I just haven't had the space, the will, the time to want to put anything out there. And when I reached out to Tina and Ashley Ann, it was a time when I had just separated. And I had to shelf that project because I just wasn't in the right space to be able to break myself open and just write authentically while still so raw in the emotions. And you guys know 15 months later, I'm still in the thick of it with my children and my estranged husband. So I don't even know why I've taken this on right now, but I know that it is a calling and that it was my time. So a while ago, I posted about Volume 2, which was a collection of stories to honor a mother's journey. This one here. Some of you have seen the post. And I kind of felt like I missed out when when the invitation came to be part of this collection. But I wasn't there. But one of my dear friends, Janice, was. So she inspired me after I read her chapter and all the other wonderful writers' chapters in this book. And I just thought one day I'll do it. And then I got an invitation to be part of Volume 3. And the working title, the theme, of Volume Three's Collective Voices is loss. And we are all going through a sea of loss right now. I've lost an uncle, an aunt, two sets actually, and recently another uncle, very close friend of the family. I have friends who have lost parents or a parent. I have friends who have lost a spouse through the pandemic, COVID connected, or just from COVID itself. And it just doesn't, it seems like there's overlapping loss that's happening, but life doesn't have a pause button and we just have to keep pushing through. Grief has become such a big part of our lives right now, and I'm still going through the motions and sort of faking it for the most part for the benefit of my children, because they are also going through grief of the loss of the family they thought would always be there. And we are still a family, but we are still working through a lot of the kinks of how to be a family separately. And it's a very stressful, painful journey. It's not really what I want to write about. When the theme loss was mentioned to me, other reasons why I wanted to be part of this collection came to mind. And I'm not sure yet how my story of loss in my marriage and my story of loss of a loved one who's still alive. I'm not sure how it's going to mesh together, but I'm trusting that through the journey that's going to happen somehow. Anyway, we had our first online meeting together as a group, and I met the other co-authors. Their stories, even though we were only really just introducing ourselves, touched me so deeply. And I said to each one of those women that I will carry us all in prayer throughout this process, because that's what it is. It's a process. And in 6 months, we will be published co-authors. So it's an exciting journey, but it's also going to be an emotional journey. So as part of the exercise yesterday when we met each other, Tina and Ashley asked us to write a story to ourselves, or write a letter to ourselves. And I wanted to put mine out there, just to be more accountable and also to share with you the journey as we go along. So the letter to myself goes like this. Dear Mary, I see you. I know you're scared, overwhelmed, and unsure. I want you to know that you're exactly where you're meant to be. This is a part of your journey. It always was. Trust this process. Stay authentic. Be vulnerable. You can look forward to the place you want to head toward. This chapter will literally shift you from where you're coming from to that beautiful place you want to be. And it will be more than you expected. You can do this. Love,